The culmination of senior project is the presentation before a panel of judges. Each student conducts a 7 to 10 minute presentation before a panel of community judges and a small group of students. After the formal presentation, panel members are invited to ask questions and make comments to the student. During the presentation, students share what he or she learned while working on the research paper, share experiences collaborating with a mentor, share the product they created, and highlight their job shadowing experience. The best senior project presentations teach the audience and panel members something the student learned during the project. Strong senior project presentations are interactive and invite the judges and student audience to participate. Dress for the presentation is business professional. That means there should be no jeans, t-shirts, tennis shoes, flip-flops, gaudy jewelry, excessively short skirts, low-cut or sleeveless blouses. If the student chooses to wear a uniform or clothing related to the career field of study, it is important that the student make note of their costume during their presentation. There is no absence on the day students are scheduled to present before the judges panel. Students who are absent will automatically fail senior project and second semester of senior English. The only exception to this will be the personal hospitalization of the student or death of an immediate family member, defined as parent, spouse, sibling, or child. This will be verified by an outside source, and the presentation will be rescheduled so that the students make it up on their own time. Because presentations happen at the end of winter, there is a contingency plan in place in case school is closed on a student's presentation day. If school is canceled, then on the next day we are back to school, that day's regularly scheduled presenters present. The presenters who were scheduled on the day school was closed will be moved to the end of the schedule, and an additional presentation day will be added at the end. If school is in session, the regularly scheduled students for presentation are expected to attend and be ready to present, even if previous presentation days have been missed due to forced closure. One important aspect of the presentation is the product, which is a tangible creation and lesson the student develops, which will be showcased during their presentation time. The product should challenge the student and should demonstrate that the student has spent substantial time completing it. The product applies the knowledge the student gained during research, job shadowing, and working with the mentor. The product must be completed during the student's time. No classroom time is devoted to this. The product must be substantial enough that it's clear to the judges the student spent a minimum of 20 hours of independent work on it. One example of a product is the student who taught the judges the way nurses use a special teddy bear to teach young children how to monitor their blood sugar levels. A second example of product is Bobby demonstrating the proper procedures for putting on firefighting gear with the help of some local firemen. Here's Jacqueline Bates demonstrating procedures and techniques for correctly applying hair color. Megan Green demonstrates how to assemble an IV for her product as she researched a career in the pharmacy field. Jared Lewis researched ophthalmology, and during his presentation gave one of the judges an eye test designed for children who are not old enough to read. Jessica Miner researched a career in advertising, and for her product created a storyboard for a commercial featuring Fanta soda. Eric Snyder researched trauma nursing and job shadowed at Logan Regional Medical Center. During his presentation, he taught the judges how to thread a Swans-Ganz catheter through a heart. It was a procedure he observed and participated in the ER on the job shadowing day. He learned that doctors practice this skill using a sheep's heart, and he did the same thing during his presentation. Justin Dowdy researched electrical linemen. Here he shows the judges a model community that he built and used to demonstrate how electricity is generated at a power plant and transported to our homes. Many students choose to create a PowerPoint to help guide them through their presentations, but it should be noted that the product of senior projects is not the PowerPoint. The PowerPoint is meant to be an outline of the presentation, but is not the product itself. Additionally, students can choose to have other types of digital products during their presentation. One student created a 2-minute movie about his job shadowing and showed that during his presentation. Students who have only a PowerPoint or digital product and no other product will not have an acceptable project on presentation day. The physical product should be incorporated as a central part of the presentation to the judges. It should have the most professional look the student working with his or her mentor can achieve. Overall, the presentation can be the most challenging aspect of the senior project, but it's one students feel the most pride in once it's complete.